DFM on defense.
I'm really curious to see if maybe
Secret on attack.
We can see a little bit of an improved performance from like Anthem and Medusa.
Man,
today.
surely
They
we
struggled
see
just a little bit
an improved
against
performance from
ERX.
Team
Really have my
Secret. I
eyes
think
on them.
DFM looked fine.
May, definitely a strong player, definitely can hold his own against some of the best in Pacific. Now we need to see slightly improved performances from the rest of them. And right now, Team Secret kind of spreading the map a little bit here, maybe feigning a little bit of pressure.
Anything crazy in terms of the comps? No. Legit. Pretty
does
normal.
give them a lot of options, doesn't it? As you
Solo
can see
Sky.
already, DFM
Gonna be a bit hard to get info over towards A.
Just to dissuade the players of
And
Team
we
Secret,
have
but DFM, it's a two-pronged attack coming in from Rubble.
we have a punish on
They
C,
really wanna
but
push Team
I
Secret
don't
away
think
from any form of forward
it was off
engagement
any
in
kind of
this
sound,
pistol.
so maybe
Team
just a
Secret do wait
gamble that
little
they
bit, and
early
now they
took
start
C.
maneuvering their way back here onto Mount as that door closes up.
Yeah, DFM didn't see any of that leading utility. No Sky, no
Dude,
Raze
Jolly
utility
never
to kinda
sleep as well.
indicate
What's
attack,
going
so
on?
they were able to shift back over
We
in
need
this
to change
direction
that.
quickly.
Do that today.
Charging right in. That smoke does slow them down a little bit. Jeremy charges right in. That's going to be the start here for Team Secret. Doors open. The pinch is coming through. Look at the flank from the mid as well. That's going to be Envy getting Anthem, and that's 2 down for DFM in a secured site.
Yeah, and they kind of just
Spike is
got
gonna be brought somewhere else.
pinched on.
Yeah,
It's like
a
the
lot
old,
of movement
it's like the
over
old
B.
loud default,
Maybe just a little bit more
which makes a
pressure
little bit
expected.
less
Oh,
sense
Medusa.
these days.
Oh,
But
good one. Jesse Bash has got to be a bit careful, or else he might be decapitated as he tries to plant that spike. So goes for the safer route, gets the kill first. May and Neth to remain. Neth coming in all the way from Waterfall as May will be forced to go up on B here. 2 prongs attack for DFM, but at least Team Secret looking to have a lot more crossfire angles to play
Win this
on
duel,
this
maybe.
post. May gets a little bit close. He already knows that Envy right in front of him. Envy didn't get a chance
Maybe.
to do anything that last game.
they
This
have
time
some
he
vision
won on
block
this
as well.
round.
This is not too
It's a 2
bad.
versus 2. Jesse Bash knows that the spike is getting diffused, but it's all a ruse. Jeremy getting tapped here, and he will be able to deal with
very
May,
nice.
securing the round for Team Secret.
Very nice
Yeah,
from
big
Jeremy here.
round win here
This was,
for
I
Team
mean,
Secret.
that was
Jeremy
actually pretty winnable.
holding nicely,
Got pretty close in the
and
end.
I
They kind
like
of just
to see
did
how
just the
DFM
normal
read
old
the
loud
beginning
default,
part of
just
that round,
C
SRI, but they
or
kinda
late C
peeled off.
after the
It's like
punishes
they had the
happened.
right read, but they
Over
decided to
towards
kinda
B.
play for retake, and I
Open
think
the door
maybe
and
if
then
they take
just.
a little more contact here at the point, but they got beat. Sesu there.
Yeah,
quickly
it was
and
mainly.
And they didn't really have any backup for those 2 players. They had backed way to the back of C site.
It was mainly down to the
forced them
Viper
go
here,
the
to be
plan.
honest.
Still had a really nice shot again. May.
Viper kind of
Nice
just
dual
absolutely
peeking there.
owned this
Give
round.
himself a really good opportunity to get that
Envy,
first
of
kill
course.
against Envy. But after that, you know, Jeremy just really solid on the post.
One Sheriff on
There's a
defense.
DFM here.
Turret spawn in B.
Massive stack
5
count on
person.
A.
Walk
I mean,
push.
even on your worst buy, right? Rubble is such a great
Envy
position
looks
to
off.
do if you
I mean,
have
it was one
numbers
game.
to just
It
enforce
was one best of
Team
3.
Secret seems to realize
It's,
that you don't really have to overextend.
We've already
They
seen
have the
teams
whole
look
round to
completely
not
different
really,
from
you know,
one
overcommit
best
to
of
things,
3
so
to
they
the
can wait.
to the
And
next.
this is Jesse Vash, right? He's willing to take his time. He's willing to get his
Felt like the whole
information
team had an
and
off
make sure
day,
that
so
they do not
I'm not
commit any
super worried.
mistakes. And you know that first day has to be in your head here.
Elusive
as the
with the
IGL, to
20
make sure that today is a
Elusive 27
much
with the
better
prime.
showing. So the pressure's gonna
4
be on for
months.
sure.
Thank you so much, man.
But this
Appreciate
plays
that.
to Team Secret's
Almost
style.
at
I mean,
27
they're a very
months.
methodical team oftentimes. They're not a
Yeah.
team who was blowing the doors
Too
off
old,
of you in
pretty
Pacific
much.
last year. So
I was gonna
like
try
what I'm
and
seeing, back to kind of
not go the first hour
traditional
without mentioning them. But
fundamentals here for Team Secret.
Medusa was the first one supposedly on the contact against Team Secret here, but this time it's going
Okay,
to
we'll
be
see what
Anthem. He
Anthem
stuck
can
himself
do.
in the corner.
I imagine
Hear
they're
all
gonna
that
check.
patter on the footsteps, and Borkum just comes in
Yeah.
with the jump, with the kill. Close again. One will be May, but Borkum, you know what? He's not gonna be the duelist, but this time he's gonna be the entry fragger for Team Secret as they claim C-side.
And Jesse
once
gets the
again.
plan as well, so
Medusa left to,
we're gonna be able to get this all
kinda
pretty
scout
early.
for an exit frag if we
Maybe
can.
in the 4th round,
Snappy
we'll
kill
see how
there
the
for
second round
Jeremy as
goes.
well. So already Team Secret looking a lot more refreshed, looking a little more dialed in. Medusa, a lot to do here with just the classic in hand.
No, they spotted Medusa already. That's it. Easy as can be. 2 quick rounds for Team Secret here. And DFM, I mean, it's just the 2 rounds, so it's a given.
But the real concern here is that it was a flawless,
And
right?
the
So you're
bonus
not taking any of
is
those Bulldogs
pretty
away,
decent.
Or even, you know, if you're really fortunate, you can take that Vandal away. So all the rifles carry over. But again, that's something that we hinted at the beginning of the round here, Azra, is that they were playing cautious, right? They were
Did
making
your
sure they
team
weren't
play
making
Yoru
mistakes. That's what
Sky
you need
or
to see out
Sky
of Team Secret.
Gecko?
That's kind of something
Whatever.
that really
That's quite a
should
big
be
difference, by the way.
a strength of
Like,
the
this is a
team,
huge
certainly,
difference.
is the ability for Jesse Vash as that veteran, as a long time
If you're, no
esports player,
joke, if the other guy
to make
feels
the
good
correct
on
calls.
Yoru, should probably do
That might have
Yoru.
been the correct call as Neth just gets himself a nice little lineup with that
Just
snake
so
by
strong.
trapping Jeremy into a very unwinnable situation. That's going to be the 4 versus 5 quickly here as Team Secret, they still haven't forgone the A site. There's the setup already. May somewhere here on stairs, the TP right in from Borgum as he goes in straight on Dream, maybe to actually get the catch here onto Neth, who's somehow surviving. May's gotten the 2 kills already, and now Team Secret are in a very difficult situation. They have to push forward because there's the 2 flanks coming in from the rest of the 2 players of DFM. They do have some options. Maybe they can break down.
Honestly, the 2v4 is kind of doable, not so much now. When they had a double flank, and I saw the alarm bot, honestly, the pinch over towards B, I say pinch, just pivot over towards B would have worked, but
very, very challenging. And like you mentioned, the
shout out to Medusa getting a good read on this round, and this crossfire is
But he clears it out. One more on the right, and there's an opening.
annihilated.
Secret, they've done it. They've equalized the numbers. They're going to be able to secure this A site, which is perfect. If NDG can plant the
NDG,
get enough time, he can
no
set
HP.
up those post-plant
2v4 into a 2v2.
In any case, this is still very stressful
And
for Team
this
Secret. They
turret's
don't
still
have
up,
any
right?
information. If Anthem's going to come in, never mind. The turret spots him out. But at least now, they know where supposedly the players of DFM will be coming from. Play is to separate themselves. So NDG is going to be for the pinch. The healthier player of TS will be holding
It's
on
a very good
Flush
crossfire.
coming in from Anthem here. Is Anthony quick enough to react? He is. And Medusa,
Holy, that is such a savage round for DFM to lose.
Very, very good clutch.
Yeah, they went for the crossfire, but honestly, it's not.
This is now a little bit concerning for DFM.
It's not like the best crossfire. You're a little bit exposed from this box. I mean, shout out obviously for Invi for expecting it, but.
Towards A, but at Baby Door here, things get slowed up.
Wait, was it in? Yeah,
I thought DFM had a great read. I thought
that kill there from NDG.
The other players were going to swing in.
Pretty
but
much.
I think they
pretty much the one.
because they were worried that Team Secret was going to rotate.
They played it so well. Leftover pizza, but the Prime and the 10 months. Thank you so much, man.
And so they held angles, and instead that gave Team Secret an opening to find that double kill and claim the site.
Exactly that. Medusa now trying to find these pixel angles to get any kills with that Sheriff. It was only just a dream for him to happen, especially now the Team Secret feels like they're a lot more honed in.
Yeah,
TS,
dude,
though,
that felt so off. Do you know the biggest
cleared up,
difference
will pop
between
out on that
Americas
box
and
as well.
Pacific? If I'm just
Now,
looking at
they've got
overall
some-
teams,
They've got some traction to do something on
I
that
swear,
C-site.
Yeah,
the Americas
there's not much
teams
there.
will
They
always
to deal
have
with
like
anymore.
really,
Smokes are coming out, so,
really good
for DFM, it's
methodical
gonna have to be a
like
full-on
eco
retake.
rounds,
Only May with a Bulldog, couple Sheriffs,
or like
so
low buy rounds.
gonna be
That
a bit
gives them
tricky.
more of a
Plenty of
chance.
utility
And it's
to
probably
work
the
with
reason that the
potentially,
Fristies are so
If they
high
can get
over there.
something done, we see some nice little combo plays with
I
utility.
think that's like the
setting
one
himself up
big
against Snake by
standout
player,
difference
so
where it's just like every single
maybe
round
DFM's
has
got
something
something in store for us here.
I mean,
with
if Megan
set
can
or a
kill, he's
lot
gotta
of
have a
thought.
showstopper, so
Whereas
that's gonna count
this,
for
you could
something,
just
right?
tell like
So
these two are just
possibility of
fully
that.
on a
This
different
turret
page.
does not show anything on the flank. And May's already gotten 2 off-cam kills, man. That's going to be huge for him.
That's
He's gonna rip
this is
around
the
that
only
list of
gun into
players
it. They
from
get 2
DFM.
kills, we get the
The
ult,
flank.
and we pop the
NDG not
ult
even looking
insta.
at it. Now he decides to react, which he does. Gets the kill first.
Yeah.
Is aware that Anthem could be there, which he is. And they've already dealt with May. It's only him
Jesse
and Neth to
instantly
remain.
takes
2
him
versus
down.
2. Anthem's getting chased down. NDG doesn't want to overreach as he does have to deal with his teammate on the side alone. But Jeremy's good. He's fine. And Anthem, again, exit frags is a possibility here. And I just love how this is just turned into a game of hide and seek.
Okay, nicely done. And it's a massive win from Secret because May
Try to post up in a corner with a classic and try to
uses his ult and they don't get the round, so it's a big ult
for DFM, not like the previous round.
out of them.
In that they maybe kind of got a little too overcautious here, but it's May doing so much damage, and then Jesse's able to stop the showstopper. Looks like some utility got into May's face as well. Maybe a paranoia there from Sesu, but it's
Okay, the op comes out.
It really needs to be the other players, like I mentioned at the beginning, that are picking it up behind May.
Over towards C, and we are defaulting here. What's this flash like? And he's been hit by this flash before,
to get it
so
going here to turn things around.
May's, well, he wants to do a lot of impact by himself as he pushes up very aggressively with the operator. TS feeling that there was something different because I think this is the first time we're also seeing
instant
the one-way
Skydog as
smoke
well,
coming
just
in
to
from
clear out
Sesu.
all of
Yes, here
A.
on
So
Team
smoke
Out.
came up Blocks and vision. They wanted to clear all at
They're
A.
trying to feel out what exactly this is. And Jizzy's ready for it.
Ooh. Yeah.
DFM are weird because they do the same wall that I thought was an anti for
But Setsu actually picks it up.
the no
He gets
flash
the
comp,
trait very
but
quickly.
actually,
There you go. I mean, that's nice. Able to take her right back, but then Borkum says, nah, I've had enough. Oh, jeez, Team Secret. It's looking so good, dude.
Anthem.
okay, they're looking back to
It looks like
normal.
DFM wants to keep going for these trades, but it's immediately getting like just swatted away by Team Secret, as you mentioned.
It's just a wildly different Team Secret so far today. I mean, they look crisper, they look sharper.
Yeah, they look
Everything
they look
seems to
completely
be
different from
a little
before.
bit better in terms of them reading the map.
And
anticipating
DFM,
their
some of the
opponents'
praise
kind
that I
of
gave them for the
ideas and
anti
plays.
might actually just
So
be their
clearly,
normal game.
In a short amount of time, Team Secret has
Which
done a
worries
really
me a
good
little
job
bit now.
addressing some of the issues that we saw in their first match.
And not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical with how Warboard said that they were just making sure that they're not gonna overheat today and stuff. And it seems like it is looking like that. They're not overreaching. They're not overextending. Very controlled Team Secret. They got the money.
He's their map pick
That's
as
why
well.
they're just
So
probably going for these exit
interesting.
frags. But if Neth can hold on and get a couple of kills, I mean, why not?
Any damage he can do here is nice. I mean, he'd love to keep the gun, and he's gonna have to fight for it for sure. A few seconds left on that.
There's the
bomb
nade.
explosion. Yeah. The nade and Borkum ready for the
And
angle.
I imagine
Yeah, I
we
mean,
get a pause here.
I like what you're saying there.
Because it
because
hasn't
Warbirds
looked
is
too
100% correct, right?
convincing.
He's just like, this
On
is
that
what we gotta do to
2v4
don't
that
overheat.
really come
And,
to regret.
it's kind of funny because from my perspective watching the games at home, I was like, I
And,
didn't really necessarily think that
I do think with the Outlaw coming into the game, I said this
like,
yesterday as
maybe
well.
they were just too
I do think with the
aggressive,
Outlaw
like,
coming into
overheating
the
right is when you
game,
get a couple kills
it's a
and then you're
lot
trying to push
easier
for
to
extra.
snowball
I think
just
they were
because
just-
that
I
second
think they were
round,
just maybe, but a lot of people use overheating as like a
Same thing.
teams are just way more
Okay, so
likely to
we'll
do
give it
full
a-
ecos. So I
We'll
just
give
feel
it
like
a-
that
that's what he
second
means.
round, the
but
teams can kind
it was,
of.
I think today we're seeing what is
So because of the Outlaw,
more the
I kind of want to go into this a little bit.
right? Like,
Because the
they're
Outlaw,
disciplined, they're making
second
good
round
reads,
means that you
they're
can kind of
anticipating their
prioritize
opponents,
better
and that's how
guns,
they're
which are
gonna
better
get
into the
a lot
bonus
of
round
these
in terms of the
rounds.
third round.
Absolutely. If
And
they can
as
make
well,
this
if someone
happen,
pops off in the pistol,
and I'm just
have a
saying
lot
this
more
because
freedom
we're
of
out
getting
timeout,
them an ult for that third or
the two
fourth round.
Filipinos hit the
The
desk
chance of
that
a free one
predicted Team
or a
Secret.
free nil
Very
is
hard
way
copium.
higher.
Hard copium.
In my
And
defense,
so,
I
as much
was
as I like
riding
the Outlaw as a
DFM
gun, and I think
bandwagon
it's a
well
little bit
before we saw
broken,
any of the
Okay.
matches.
I
was-
think
I am on
it makes
record
the economy
picking
way
DFM to
worse
come out of this group
and
with
the
DRX
snowball potential
before
way
any
worse.
games were even played. So
Yeah.
I will, I decided
I-
to stay with that.
The game is a lot down. I mean, the game's already been a lot down to just winning
we
like
have
pistol and
had,
double
like,
pistol on a map. Obviously, you're
Three
pretty much
best
going to
of
win,
threes
but
happened yesterday,
I think
so
it's higher
that's a
than it's ever
possibility that
been.
could happen
I think
today
that's
as well.
worrying.
You never know. All of these teams have been quite upgraded. Anyways, weapons for DFM going to be looking a tad
think that is
bit
worrying.
on the low end as Team Secret. They've got everything to really work with this one. Paper.
Yeah. And
The
look,
attack
they can-
op comes out,
like, they
and
can
we
hang on to
take
these
down the
ults for
jump
another
peak
round,
over
and it helps
towards
when
C,
Jeremy's
and
getting
it is the
opening
killjoy.
picks with that op that I'm pretty sure
Holy
he picked
hell,
up,
this is
off
going
of
not good.
DFM. So things are really even more challenging now for DFM because you can't
Hello, Rossi.
really afford to get super aggressive.
Thinking the
unless
sky
you're
is bad
lucky
these
enough to
days.
isolate
Yeah,
the
I
operator
think that
player,
most
but
teams will
Team
just
Secret's not
slow
giving you
play
that
against it, and it will
opportunity,
get a bit
so
wrecked.
let's see if they try to get a little bit more
I think
aggressive
Bind
on the point of
especially, I'm
contact,
surprised
maybe in
teams
some
are
of these
still
choke
playing it.
points, in and out of smokes, try to play up close and personal and snag a couple guns away from Team Secret. But I mean, the issue is
saving
that
grace
Team
on
Secret's
this one is
already
it looks like
so
they're stacking the
strong. So
right
the damage
site,
you do is
and
not that
it's at least an eco.
You do like about you do mention about all of this contact that could work in the favor of DFM if Team Secret decide to go for that C. Look at the 4-stack that
And
has
Silly,
come out here
hello,
from the
hello
Japanese
as
team.
well.
They have left Envy to just hold on by himself. This is the massive push out, and Envy converts with a 3K. This man did not get any chances to do any kind of highlights yesterday, but this time is his time. Neth does get a quick little pick there, but
And
MDG as the door opens,
we go to the
immediately
big
shuts
buy
the
rounds, and we got
opportunity here for
the.
DFM.
They know
Yeah,
that
I
at
don't
least they
mind
have the attack
what
op.
DFM does in that
But
round,
look.
right? It's an eco. You might as well go for
Look
something
at this.
Like that, see if you can
Like, what are
trick
you
Team
meant to
Secret.
do?
But again,
You're gonna have
Team
to
Secret kinda
try and
wise
get
to it,
one of these
decides
ults
to
out.
pull off to the other side,
Gonna have to try and
expecting
go a
the
little bit
flash
aggro, but they
there.
know
Is
you're
Envy.
gonna go aggro
It's
because
fun
you got
play,
so many
Envy
ults, so it's
You can
pretty
just turn a
obvious.
Quick little head to the right, and he's good to go. So you can see he gets the triple kill, and now they've got a lot of ults. And this is what's scary for Detonation Focus Me. For this timeout, how are they going to play? Are they going to anticipate, some early aggression here? We haven't seen any
Mine is
really
more durable
explosive early
with
plays.
the
So
Cypher
Netflix, again,
info.
for that
I see
early
you
snake
just
bite,
run the
trying to see if
Cypher
we
with
can
it.
catch a player of Team Secret with a little bit of damage. Earlier it was Jeremy who had popped out a bit. This time around,
Yeah.
not going to be the case. And Mate, Posting up with his sniper.
I
Yeah, that could be
am
something. NDG,
very happy when I watch
very
your
much aware
Lotus,
that
Rossi.
these longer corridors are dangerous.
I've been waiting about,
There's a world where,
I mean, almost a year, I reckon, for people to start smashing Odin close over towards A.
This is going to be reaction versus reaction, and May's just the better of the two.
I mean, you could see Jeremy knew it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was just, you know, you have the defender's advantage on that angle, and May so fast, so quick. Still a Viper's Pit in the back pocket for DFM. Maybe they can get that to kind of bottleneck Team Secret in here. They got to win a round. So it's got to kind of be one of those rounds where you throw everything in the kitchen sink at it. You know, maybe if there ends up being a plant coming down, you can use that Viper's Pit to gain some space. Orcum wins that.
That's going to be something to
Wow, they keep losing such important people in a dog. Skydog just went over towards B and saw the solo Sky, which is the spike. I mean, they don't know it's the spike, but like, it gives you a big bit of information that we're going to split over towards B. Take map control, ult to give them space. They got to respect this, and a lot of this will be down to the Killjoy because it feels like they're not going to pressure all that.
Or something like that, you can have some ability to clear this pit, but this is really difficult now for DFM.
Absolutely, especially with more of their utilities for
You think it's a must? Yeah. I was comparing it yesterday to like when teams don't use it on ascent over towards B. I think it's a must, especially when teams don't have a flash comp. Like when teams are playing solo.
That's perfectly good for them because they can
solo
refrag very
fade.
quickly and
I think it's just a free win.
Which Jesse Vash is already making that exit route very safe for them.
Yep, both teams opting to take the safe end of things and save their guns for DFM. And 7-0 now for DFM on their map pick. It's the
Well, they got the first pick this time.
And it's just, it looks like
was it a bit of an ult diff? Kinda.
Seem to have that same confidence, that same
Killjoy.
explosiveness. You know, a few plays
And the Viper ult used it. It just fell apart when the Viper died over towards her. And maybe with a Viper, we should argue it's a bit too aggro.
He can put up some huge rounds. He can have those rounds.
Why is this scoreline just giving me flashbacks, man? I really don't think the DFM team is going to be anywhere near. I mean, have anywhere near as much of a struggle as they as last year.
There it perfectly describes how much better they have gotten.
But
that smoke
yeah,
separates.
This does look a little bit
of that visual contact confirmation here for Jeremy for a shot on that operator of his. With the utility that he has, he can still turn into an entry fragger if they want. Double satchel.
This is looking good though.
Possibilities.
One person set up in front of the wall over towards A. Like the earliest information can stack 3 people over towards. I say 3. That's a bit 2-2. Because Secret did pretty good at breaking the util of the Killjoy.
If they can win this one, then they can start going for aggressive.
Here he goes. Goes in for a target. Oh, wait, how did he survive?
What? Dude, I haven't seen some mad stuff recently with the Razor, I swear.
Any kills, but it does
8
secure the site
HP survives. That's a big win for DFM because it is the Seekers that they might need to push this guy off.
Have Envy right beside him. The bait and switch. Team Secret would love
nah, man.
Right here and now
Give me NDG. He is doing a
huge
huge lurk through B and they have no idea.
Doing a very good job as he tries to get the pick here and now. Settles 3 versus 2. Great hold. NDG gets the last
It worked out well because his teammate was hit. Lovely luck. Popped in here as well.
Really good
oh
for
man.
Team Secret, especially once they get control of the site. Yeah, they don't get the kill with the showstopper, but they're able to clear a lot of space using a paranoia.
Maybe the double timeout
to give Jeremy even more space to control that angle with
one hero gun.
Really nice angle to
Lost
hold.
bonus is so fine, so they can buy down to around this.
That flash. Jeremy just moves back behind the corner, waits for it. Envy, as we've seen, pretty good at turning those flashes. And then when DFM turns the corner, Team Secret is just waiting with open arms and starts collecting kills.
Like DFM are just, you know, playing into.
You just realize this is DFM's pick. Yeah, don't look up here. Get rid of that one.
Never mind. This is the
there we go.
For themselves, and now
there we go. And yeah, we bought a little heavier into this at one point as well, so that's nice.
This is what somebody needed to do on DFM is get aggressive and set May up for a couple kills there. So you get Sesu with him, give him the paranoia, give him that push around the corner.
It's not.
And they come away.
Let's not count him out yet.
I'm
probably the biggest Envy fan there is.
Leaves only Vash and Envy to remain.
Any round is doable when he's alive.
Trying to isolate a lot more angles here, just trying to compress themselves. Get a celebratory old orb charge. There's
Okay,
gonna be
now
one.
it's
Dog
fine.
does get another. Jesse Vash is just gonna rush into
Lovely.
things as
Much
he wants
better.
to isolate the
4
fight with
ults.
the other one concussed, but it doesn't matter.
Does the
Mendoza
Bucky
with
get
the
an
Guardian.
upgrade? Nah, miles
There we
away.
go. There
But we
you
can
go,
just buy
DFM.
one anyway.
Show them a different look. Give them a little spice. Now let's see if TS, now if there's their opportunity to try to answer back with something a little bit aggressive of their own. See turret cleared and he's just ready. So clean as May. Absolutely incredible. Medusa on the follow-up here with the Guardian. Crisp. That's what they need. They need to start getting fired up. They need to get into this game. They're going to turn it around. They've got plenty ults. This has to be it. They have to get around if they're going to invest these ults.
Yeah,
Which
I
they
do
should.
think the DFM's
Showstopper.
wall
Potentially available, but they're going to back off and maybe wait this out. Maybe see if
makes.
they can
Oh, okay, they
bait
go
in.
back. They go back to the
Yeah, a
normal
little
wall.
bit.
That's good. That's good.
Baiting them in,
I don't think
mean,
their
they're
wall
just
makes
prepared for
a
this.
sense with
They were
the.
just playing around the corner here. Team Secret going
So this is pretty funny. So actually go back to the defensive wall, and they kind of do some of the EGs to do all the time, where they just pop flash through it. And I think this is the first time they've actually used this wall, and that's the first time they've done this strat. So I wonder if it's just a strat-based wall, and they're actually going to go back to. Oh no, he's going towards B.
And then just setting May up
Okay,
for
there we
success.
go.
Look, if nothing else
And
is
yeah,
gonna work,
again,
get
so
your star duelist
before
fired
this,
up.
they were
Give
doing
him the
this wall, kind of
opportunity
mimicking
to
this,
put
and when
not
this
only
wall
his
goes
gunplay,
down, they
but
would
his ultimates
put up
into
their
use there,
wall.
that's what they do.
But again,
Yeah,
when they
the
have a
showstopper doesn't
flash,
connect, but it doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't really make sense
Rest
to
of the
do that.
round
So I'm glad they go back
goes
to this, and we're seeing
incredibly
some
well. The flash around
seeing
the
some
corner
aggression
there.
from them
Nades
back
in
to
the
back, and
to
it's really
clear
paying
space.
off.
Make sure that all the players are covering the angles that are going to be forced out by the mollies. So really nice.
Yeah, and they're going to carry on with it now. So B punish, A punish, into C punish.
Jeremy wasn't even expecting that, and May just used it against him.
Yeah,
Very
and I
effective.
think we spotted a lot with this dog, so we can just walk out over towards A.
Now they're going to try to push through mid again here. They've got the
Insta
dog
dog
out.
back. That's these two.
Jesse Vash is going to see it, and so that's going to send them back. Something about that DFM didn't like. Didn't get any contact close to mid, so they didn't want to push too far. Kind of get stuck in a crossfire potentially, but Envy watching Baby Door.
Is that what you call it? Baby door?
Yeah,
Ah.
I don't know why.
I always call it murder hole.
Yeah, that's good too. I like yours better.
And
It sounds more...
I love this
I don't know why
setup
people
with
call
the
it that.
alarm bot.
Anyways,
oh
well,
boy.
there you go. Bit of murder here
I was
and
about
there.
to
And
say
Medusa.
we can have some contact
This
off
is
of
just
it.
straight for days. The charge out from Jeremy as he comes in swinging.
And
with the
Borkham
shorty. You
sticks
gotta
the
love
Omen
seeing
ult as well.
Dust settles. That is alone. He
Yeah,
did
this one
use
fell
his
apart. I was
pick
about
on
to
Caesar
say
control,
I
but
like
that
this.
Team
I like
Secret
this
had
setup when you
no
have a
intention of
Omen over
going
towards
elsewhere
here.
other than A.
'Cause the Omen flash
It's just
here,
good
like
recognition
this, I
here
think
by
is very
Team Secret
underrated,
that
especially when you're
after
playing
that
heavy
early
tree.
contact through mid, the likely point to come through there is through that link. So
But I guess they'd already
they
used it
just hold
towards
it
C.
down and they just wait, man. It's just great patience. Again, patience is winning the day here for Team Secret.
True.
Can't really blame them
like
for this.
DFM
Their
wouldn't
aggression's
be,
been
You know,
the only
impatient.
reason they get 2
Anyways,
rounds. So
back to the action. Paranoia does not hit Neth, so he could isolate a fight here against Jeremy. Wasting a lot of bullets here, and Jeremy will get immediately fragged out. He hasn't had the time to take a breather here, so he's down just looking for angles. Low on ammunition, low on opportunity. And this just has to be Neth backing away. They open the door. He's going to be able to get back into Link. An explosion is going to take Borkham's life, but give Secret that round.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Last round in the
Well,
half.
actually, the economy was starting to dwindle a little bit there for Team Secret, but they can scrape together. Enough of a buy. Yep, no problems. Full armor, full rifles.
see if they can get 3.
Lockdown as well for NDG. Lockdown for Medusa. So haven't seen a
Jeremy,
lockdown
2
since
away.
earlier on, when NDG farmed
From
one up pretty
his
quick.
ult.
As he is now 14-4.
Yeah,
He is having a hell of a map here.
compared to, I was just about to point out as well, you know, just the connection.
Yep.
I was just about to point out again that he was very much struggling from the previous time that they played.
Oh yeah,
so.
he was having a rough go of it. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's a lot of players, right? When they get to a new stage for the first time, when they've never played at this
Question
kind of
mark is
level.
created over towards
no,
A.
there's
The
so
back
much
here,
new,
instant sky
new
flash.
things to have to adapt
And they get
to,
a pretty
whether not just the players but out of game as
Okay.
well.
get a pretty
You
good
see- you
crossfire
saw
setup.
something
Back
last
to
year.
the
His first
wall that
game
I was
was kinda
talking about
rough.
before.
Right? But after that,
At least Viper's here.
I just remember him getting that insane jet play on Pearl. Anyways, Team Secret,
Oh.
big paranoia play here. Anthem left on an island. He could actually get pop shot
Okay,
through his smoke,
Omen-
but he does
Omen
have
smoke to
teammates
bail him
behind
out.
that could help him out.
Skydog
He does
comes
get
in though, this
spotted.
guy
The push
spams.
through could be a bit fatal, but no. Pop shot through the smoke is going to be enough. They're tracing the bullets. DFM looking for some punishes.
You should
But Team
run.
Secret able to squeeze in through tree, activate that lockdown, and force once again the possible retake here for DFM. They don't know that anyone is here on the site, so just making sure that every corner is cleared and checked.
And now you have to have an exit plan for the counter lockdown from Medusa. They're already getting ready.
I mean, they have the map controller. That's getting spammed, boss man.
Getting ready to play for a little bit more of a retake. Morcom playing up close and personal as he has potentially an escape. And he's just gonna get
He doesn't need to be an escape. He is the true
Am I missing
anchor of the
something here?
site.
And they're all fine, I guess. They're far away.
That door is going to open up very quickly here. May's going to start diffusing into.
I mean, he might have that.
Secret, and Team Secret, they're just rushing right in. May is
oh no,
the gun knife! Not like this, May. Not like this. It was half by May. NDG playing against Sasu. He hears it. He gets
NDG has been feeling it. It's okay. Don't need to worry. We'll get the plant done. Am I missing something? Can you... I'm like so confident it's fine from here.
That's almost a really feels bad man from May.
Yeah.
I mean, he does a lot of good things there. You know, starts that defuse early, chews through a little bit of that nano swarm that Team Secret had set before, because they knew the lockdown was coming and they wanted to delay through the opponent's lockdown as much as they could.
Which region do you think will end up having the first 13-0 this year? Do I think we'll get a 13-0 this year?
I mean, we were panicking. Imagine how he was feeling in
it
that
probably is
situation, right?
Pacific. It definitely won't be America's from what I've seen. Those teams are too good to not get one. China is actually for sure the best shout.
Well, we're still here on
You're
time.
not
I
wrong.
actually don't know the kind of
I think
benefits
that's
of that.
the safest
With a
the
knife out,
safest
'cause,
call.
You know, when you get out of the defuse, you equip the most recent weapon that you had out.
Right.
So
I think it was just a mental thing where he just was trying to get there quickly and didn't swap back to a gun because he thought maybe he could just stick it, or if he just went for it really fast.
Okay. I like us being here,
That's the best I can come up with on that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, sometimes everybody does it where they forget to hit a button or...
Weird correction. For DFM, we're looking good. How is it 9-3? I mean, it was a perfect snowball, really. Pistol.
You know what?
Then, as soon as this round was done,
Sesu
there was an
clutches.
alt diff in all of these next two buy rounds.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Until they started getting a little bit aggro.
DFM could make a map of this.
So it was a good example of how you can snowball in this game. I could definitely criticize a lot of their defense,
Interesting setup here.
for sure. But I would kind of echo a lot of the stuff I see from other teams as well, where I just feel like if you're not using an Odin on A, I do think you are not going to have a good time.
They have quite a bit stacked towards A. Neth going to be the one.
The lack of Odin in this map is criminal in my books.
Knows that there's a few players up in that area, so now
it basically is just Ascent version 2.
That is very risky here from Envy. Not even a trade will happen here. Yes, there will be some damage on May, but Anthem has
Will there be a watch party for the Chinese Valorant? A good amount of it. Not all of it. There's some overlap.
Maybe felt like you could catch him off guard a little bit there, but just everybody from DFM was waiting around that corner. But
and I think on some days I'm like legit actually get no sleep if I watch them all, so I have to accept that I miss a few games on those days. I want to say it's the weekend, potentially the weekend coming up.
So a little bit of entry utility to make a
Because one day there's like 9 best of 3s.
Gone in with the
and
satchel in.
yeah, that one's not doable.
Information that it is going to be that B push. Jesse Vash.
Lovely flash. Oh my goodness. The only person it didn't hit was the Omen.
Check his 6. That's going to be him down. Nate does find Sasu, so no plants just yet for DFM. They drop the spike, has to pick it up once more, and Team Secret can re-aggress the situation. Now looking into things, there will be 2 coming in from Link. May finds the 1, so he has that high ground advantage. But because of the separation right now, it seems like Team Secret are actually turning this back around.
Low HP, it's doable.
What's going to happen here is it could
Damn,
be
Jeremy is
another
actually
big clutch. Not gonna happen
having a lot of impact.
Yeah,
especially early on in both of the halves.
Position there was Neth trying to hold that angle, and May gets his kill, but he just can't get back in time to bail Neth out from those 2 players coming back in towards the site. So had that happen a little bit faster, maybe. But Jesse, nice little in and out through the smokes. Jeremy here, little lob nade, but just standing up still was May.
Yeah, I feel like that secures that it might be a fast one. I am very surprised that they don't force this.
I was wondering if they go a little bit deeper into the pocketbook here.
I was gonna think like maybe Team Secret, you know, take a page out of the book for Paper Rex and start getting outlaws.
I think that would be great here.
Oh yeah. We saw how strong the outlaw really can be.
Especially if your opponent like force buys
Jeremy.
into this round.
Yikes!
Nah, man, come on.
There from May.
We gotta punish that one.
Haphazardly picking up the
He's getting
orb.
away with
Actually,
murder.
not getting the orb. Still though, they were able to get on top of that situation. No follow-up from DFM here. They take a slower, methodical approach, and I say that, and then Neth just, you know, gets taken down, as well as Medusa. All right, I'm just gonna keep doing play-by-play till someone from DFM slows the pace down and lets us get a bit of more conversation in. But it seems like this round is about to end. Sesu doesn't have any coverage to plant the spike safely, so
And
he
Jeremy
just has to look for a pick here and there.
securing the ult,
Team Secret,
getting the
yeah, they got a rough
kills.
idea of where he
That
was.
is
So that's
that
gonna be
is.
that. Team Secret,
Sorry,
they love
securing
it.
the orb,
Yeah, I
getting
mean,
the
they're
kills.
just
That
kinda
is the
wandering
ult
all over the
early
map
for this
here.
buy round, and we
Everybody's
might
just
see
sort of
a
on their own
similar
for the most part.
snowball
There wasn't a
start
lot of cover for
because
DFM.
this is big.
Just trying to see if they
We
can isolate
don't
some
have
of
the
those,
guns
you
to
know,
back it
sheriff
up, so I
fights
can
and get
see
a
a
big
world where
win.
he doesn't
May's got
want
an
to use it,
opportunity
but
there
also
up on
one of
top
the better
wall.
ults to kind of
Put
just
the game down.
snowball, get some map control, pick
Rest
up
of
a
it,
gun, and upgrade anyway. So
Pretty easy for Team Secret. Just holding their angles and waiting with open arms.
Man, I'm not super confident here for DFM. I mean, they have their gun round.
any
but
new
every
players
single
on
player
Team
in DFM
Secret?
is on a half
NDG's
shield.
new.
Not really
That
what
was
you
our
kinda
only
wanna
change.
do when there's so much contact play in hand.
Right. Well, they, you know, because they bought all those sheriffs, right? So they don't
Yeah.
have that extra money.
Exactly.
This is why I kind of wanted to either see them just go all or not. Either fully invest in that
Force buy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Or just play for this round. Instead, they kind of went with a bit of a half
So
measure. I mean,
it's,
obviously the half armors are still fine.
Slight angle being held
But
by
you're
the
absolutely
sky.
right, like, it's-
Then we see an omen flash, and then
It is a big
maybe
concern.
I would say a
But there's a lot
satchel
of,
into
like,
this
these,
corner because they'll be
again,
nearsighted, so they won't see it.
prolonged engagements. You kind of don't want
Probably
to
the play. Could
have
just be a normal
lesser
swing. Could be the
you know,
ult.
something that just
Probably the ult, to
absorb
be
that
honest. I'm
damage.
pretty sure.
Anyways, seems like DFM already setting up for this
Whoa.
A play. Medusa somehow
Okay,
finds Jeremy
and
through the
I
thick of
don't know,
things,
and because
this
so basically
actually
the
turns
door
into a pretty
opens.
doable
This one fell
situation right
apart.
now for
The door
DFM,
opens.
and DG's gonna be holding it back to
Jesse
site.
Vash
He's
wants to
alone.
rotate,
He's already
but
been
he goes
used up
away, goes
all
off
of his
the
nano
angle,
swarms.
and then it all
Borgo's gonna
falls
be in the
apart.
corner right now,
And
tries to
then
make an aggressive
Jeremy
TP play, but
swings,
it actually
gets
blows up
killed,
his
and
face.
then the late omen
Vash
flash comes in.
now as well
So
here.
yeah,
Could
just
flash
the
himself
opening of the
out.
door completely wrecked the setup
no.
there.
A mishap
okay.
here from May could cost them their lives.
It's
They're
okay.
trapped here for just a
The nade
split
doesn't do
second.
too much
They do
damage
have
these days,
Medusa
it's
coming in for the
okay.
B push, so they want to make this into a split. Takes a bit of a breath, pushes right in. There's the fight, and May
There we
takes
go.
it all
That's
the
I mean
way
that's the
up.
one that matters anyway.
And it's all down to
The
NDG,
recoveries
3
here.
versus 1.
Spike planted.
NDG here finds nobody as he creeps up through the entryway, where again May is pretty much waiting. Blast back. Ah, perfect bait for May, and that's gonna be the 3K for him, and DFM answer back.
Yeah, okay. This got a little bit concerning, I'd say, other than if Borka maybe doesn't go so hyper aggressive. I think the idea that was running through Team Secret's
Alright,
mind was
raise
that
up for
DFM was
raise
gonna
up.
be a little bit more aggressive
There's
towards
a chance.
the A side after
Do you
that
think the new
flash
DFM team has
connected
potential
onto
if they're stuck
NDG,
with
but
non-crazy
instead they
raccoon
pumped
players?
the brakes,
Yeah.
and Borkum, I think,
I
thought
don't know
that
the
he could
ins
get
and
away
outs
with,
of the
like,
teams.
a
I think there were
cheeky
definitely
backstab,
some
instead DFM was
players that
kinda
I would have
waiting
been
for it.
interested
That opened
to
enough
see,
space here,
but
that DFM was able to brute force their way in towards
think,
the B site with that superior firepower.
I think this at
Absolutely.
least
There you go. They got
they at least have
themselves
some
through
potential. But
a
it's
tricky
still
gun
for sure
round.
the bottom of
May
Pacific.
has gotten himself that showstopper. Sesu preparing to actually use the paranoia there, but
The issue
really
for them
committing to
is
things.
loads of teams got upgraded.
pulled the
Talon looks
trigger,
better, Gen
as
G
they
looks
do
better,
see Envy's utility here
Q1
outside
looks
C.
better.
Yeah, they had to have been worried about somebody being at that door or something. They were really keen, making sure they get that. I mean, there is the showstopper on both sides, and neither one, going for anything crazy early. But with Jeremy's position, if you can find a good opportunity here, you might be able to do some serious damage. One way comes up, and the counter, and the flash.
Yeah, so
but nobody from
this one way
DFM
here,
is making
you
a
want to be
move
doing
off
that
this.
all the
That's
time
just to buy time
if
to
they
hold
use
Team Secret in
if
place
people
for
aren't
this
using
rotation.
their wall over
True.
towards
Look at how
A,
far Team
this
Secret
one
are
way is the
playing on
one.
C, though.
Like, you
They
are
do
pretty
realize
much
that
not getting
when
out
it's
here.
your A, they can just play far back.
And that's
on
like
safer positions
one
so
of
they
the
don't
main
get
reasons
traded
why
in.
this wall is
Speaking
so
of,
good
not
as well.
really dying, and Jesse Vash
Just
gets spotted
heavy
out by
pressure.
Medusa once again, who's been getting a lot of these lurk kills. Yeah, NDG gets punished as he tries to get a little bit cheeky. That's not going to be
Yeah,
too good
and
for him.
Jeremy's going to be holding on to this
Gonna
ult
do
for
the
another
same.
round, you would
Now
imagine.
finds one, sees Sesu on top
Uh-oh.
C, and he's making some
No, not like
good
this.
case
Not
of
like
just,
this. No, no,
again, punishing
no.
them for getting too close into the site. Jeremy's ripped out his showstopper.
Oh
He's
my
been
god,
exposed.
even the Omen flash from Borkum was sick. Okay. Oh my goodness, what a savior.
Now it was Jeremy as he unleashes the showstopper. Hits
What
Sonic, gets
what
punished.
a
DFM,
savior.
Get another.
He's just unreal. He's got phenomenal reactions. His aim
Yeah,
is so
I mean,
good.
here's the potential, at the very
That's
least.
a huge bailout here for DFM because, frankly, Team Secret plays this round mostly pretty well. Other than the good lurk by Medusa as well. That's a huge pick for DFM. But May able to dodge the showstopper.
Damn, that was so sick, by the way. Fair play. And what a round to do it, actually forced them down to eco.
They kind of expected the showstopper on the C, you know, it was just in B hightailing it out there. May again.
Oh, he is.
Unreal. He's heated up. He is awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic. Not what you want to do when you're up against May.
No, you never want to see that. He's crazy good.
Right, this is
Uh-oh, this guy on the left. Ooh, nicely done. Shot before they check.
Get all this util out and get in here, but you know they're not comfortable with this Marshall here. Aserai, they committed a lot of utility to that. Did DFM, but not much gain. I mean, okay, they get the the player trying to backstab him, but took quite a not quite a bit.
Pings it out as well.
Jeremy's alone. Does have a nade though. Can use his opponent's smoke against him.
Lovely shot.
That he will be able to do.
Raid boss is
Finally
down.
shuts down May. It's still not clear cut for Team Secret here, but that's a step in the
Borkum
right
close.
direction at least.
I don't know when he gets his
What
smoke.
concerns me
4
here is
seconds.
DFM doesn't have
And
anybody
he has a
to
frenzy.
follow
If he
up
gets
to
this
trade
smoke
that kill,
off.
right? Like you
Yeah.
know that your opponent's on an eco.
30 seconds left.
Nobody's there to pick it up.
Okay, it's fine. He didn't get the smoke off.
Borkum had a
Otherwise, that could have
chance
been
there.
pretty scary.
Not going to happen. Medusa.
And
Now
the
here's
luck
rotation from
should
Jesse
clean this
Bash
one
and
up
just
because he has great timing.
Slowly stalking the captain here of Team Secret. Knows exactly where he is. Just
EMEA, yep.
too forward for
Starts
his liking,
in,
but I mean, it was only a matter of time before he can get that
when
kill.
does it start?
DFM
Like 8 hours
slowly
from now, I
creeping
think?
up these rounds back into their side.
I mean, this may like. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that, but I said this may be
It's gonna be May.
Yeah. Well, it's like you were talking about with something yesterday where you were like trying to come up with different words. I'm like, I need to not use the word may in the context of if. I really think they need to make sure that whatever May is doing, there's cover and protection for him to make sure that he can continue to pop off here. And this is something that is great. Like, right, cover him with that Odin, set him up with these Seekers.
I mean, the attack Odin,
the ability to get some
I'm fine.
rounds
Anytime
back.
I see an Odin,
Desperately,
I'm so
desperately
fine
need
with
him.
it.
He's the only
I will
one
always be
who's
fine
getting
with this. I think it's the
majority of
broken
the
gun.
rounds.
I saw the dark cover from DFM,
Especially on this map. On attack,
rushing into the
over
back of
towards
the
A,
C
really
side.
strong. In the
I think
after
DFM
plant, really
realizes
strong.
Too, so they take a breather at least for the moment.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not
DFM
sure
is
about
very
this
cautious
wall.
here.
How are you
Both
ever
teams
meant to
on their
go back
attacker side
out
a little
towards
more
A if we
methodical
have
today.
Consta
You know,
one
there
way
isn't a
here?
lot of that explosiveness. We haven't
Smoke and
seen too many
then
rushes.
molly this, I guess.
It's really been them feeling each other out, trying to get a good idea. A bit more spam there. Again, this is all trying to buy attention over towards the A tight, keeping players planted. Maybe seeing if Anthem can sneak up and get a cheeky kill there, but everybody else for DFM is just holding outside here, I think waiting potentially for this util to go down. Here we go.
As it goes down, there it is. There's going to be the contact. May's already coming in here, and ETB hasn't gotten any value whatsoever, so he's just going to get null and void. NDG, though,
nice
does
trade,
get the
though.
trade, but,
30 seconds left.
I mean, again, you're talking about this DFM.
Chat, with this
as long as
round,
they can
by the way,
support May very quickly,
I don't want to
it
start
should go
believing
into the
because
favor
most
of
teams,
DFM, which it
when I
absolutely
start
does.
believing,
Jesse
it doesn't
Bash
go well for them.
first on the
But
scene. Tries to get a little bit closer, did spot
if they can win this,
just the outline there of Sesu. Unfortunately could not convert. That's really going to hurt them. They really were looking for that quick,
they're actually in a pretty good
easy
spot.
kill. And unfortunately, they're going to have to play to this Viper Pit, where an Odin spam is
This
still
is a
coming
lovely
in.
Viper
So Team
ult, by the
Secret
way.
might just have to go for the save. It's an expensive round. They'll make it any more expensive.
Yep, makes a ton of sense.
Little pocket to
No
hide
reason get over aggressive.
Safety over towards spawn, but it real heavy leak. I mean, this is lovely.
Caused a little bit of distraction over on the other side, kept a few feet planted so it'd be harder for the rotations to come through. And then you set up May to do his thing. Like right away, yeah, he gets taken down, but he got a kill on the entry. Sesu right there to back him up. Now, May maybe getting a little bit over aggressive there, walking through his own teammate's snake bite to try to go for the boom bot.
What are these two gonna get?
But the cover was there, right?
Okay, coach is getting involved.
Yeah, and again, because of, I think just how much
All birds is
zone control I feel like May has, Secret have been just playing so far back into the site that even if, right, someone like Envy plays there, there's no one to assist him. He's just alone.
Exactly.
If duplicate agents were allowed in Valorant,
So, yeah,
would any agents actually get picked twice?
Some of this stuff will be addressed.
Yeah, probably.
In the timeouts.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
even want to
curious
think
see
about
what
it.
Team Secret is going to do if
Because
Warbirds
my
key in
thoughts
on
of
some
5
this
Vipers would just be
sort of
like Vipers would just be
that's going through with
scary,
DFM.
man.
They're doing a lot of stuff where they're
5
setting
Vipers
attention
and you just
and then
judge
going back
only.
to C, right?
It
And
would
is
be the
keeping-
most wild
because
game
Team
you've
Secret
ever
has been
seen.
respecting it,
Yeah.
keeping them on that A site.
You could just
instead
have
of,
5
you know,
walls,
making fast
and then they
rotations things like
constant
that. That has
decay
started
when
to
they
give
go
DFM
through
an
it.
edge in a couple of these rounds, so
And then you just have a
Who
judge
knows?
on the other side.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
mean-
it'd be disgusting, man.
comebacks happen on this map. Kilios talked about it all the time on day one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it just feels like Team Secret haven't really pushed out on their defending side, whether it's to respect
I mean, you wouldn't win anything on
just,
Etsy.
again, right?
The pistol round,
Yeah.
when Envy went through the toxic screen on the mound.
That's
like,
just about it.
I think that's about it, yeah. No, you're absolutely right, 100%.
Yeah, so maybe a change of pace. I
All
don't
3
know,
maps of
'cause
100
these
feet 10
defensive
worth
postures
watching.
from Team
Yeah,
Secret
it was an
really
absolute
haven't
banger.
paid
You should probably
any
watch all 3
success
maps.
for them whatsoever.
Well, and I'm seeing pings come out here from DFM. I think they're expecting maybe some aggression towards A. The Hawk leading the way with Borkum and Jeremy on the other side. It's a potential B push here for DFM as the Viper's Pit is on
Is
the
this
scene.
turret even?
It's just a Killjoy
Is this
utility
turret
there,
even
but
in here?
For whatever reason, DFM decides to divert their attention, maybe expecting what you were just
Okay,
talking about. that
I
Team
might
Secret's
give
gonna
my
get
answer
really
here.
aggressive
So
and go
this
through
one way should be
towards A
really
lobby.
strong.
They have a flash.
I'll
Jeremy
do-
could be in trouble here if he's out in the open like this. Spots out a little bit of that contact. Doesn't
Yeah,
give
and
away,
it's so
I
easy.
think, anything. The paranoia to get in May. He will be able to get one. Borkum playing inside the smoke. Hides himself into the corner. That's a trade on both of the raises. But this does not make it clear-cut for anyone just yet. One marking at Rubble here. That's
I like
gonna
what
be
they called in
Vash.
the timeout,
Borkum now
though,
coming into the
honestly.
corner.
So
And look at this big
this
three-man
round was
punch that
pretty
is about
good
to hit the
idea,
face of
especially over
Borkum. If he
towards A.
clears
And
out
I
this
like the fact that we
angle
got to
on
see the
Rubble,
Omen
are
and he
you
didn't
prepared?
throw the
You can
smoke
use a snake
until
bite to
the
clear here.
signal of the
Omen's gonna
Viper
back
ult
off.
came up as well.
Borkum is in such a bad spot, but he has to just try to deal, right? That's going to be the one.
Massive
and Jesse
duel.
Bash, what a shot!
Massive duel, but
Immediately used the Seekers.
the Killjoy goes
Get that
down over
information.
towards B.
No need to overheat, as it is not anything or any advantage taken garnered by Team Secret. Just the trades for the most part,
Man,
2
the
versus
Seeker
2.
is...
The Seeker.
The Seeker is
back up
taking
their
the
own
longest
spawn.
route
Now it spots
possible.
it, so he knows it's there. But look at Bash. He's
Oh
coming
my
out of the
goodness.
corner. They're not even knowing
He's
about this.
he's
And the smoke,
masterclassed them.
the smoke,
He's
the
actually
the Bash.
masterclassed them. Door
The
gets
blaze
opened, he just
into
walks through
that
and then
void.
walks back.
I love it. I
That's
love it,
so
Jesse.
savage.
That's so good. That's that veteran presence you're looking for.
Okay, 5
Oh,
chances
I've
to
got a
close
huge
this
smile
one
on
out.
my face. That was
Wow.
great.
They got
That's
3
just
ults though. They
great.
got
Just
heavy ult
brilliant.
advantage.
It was a brain
Still too
blast
slow.
moment.
Yeah, they added an extra, like, what was it, 2 seconds?
I mean, he went on
Means that
tree
plays like that are
and
way more
played
doable now as
inside
well.
their Smoke, swung in the other way of the door. What more could you ask for,
It's
right, from a
brilliant.
hard read?
It's just brilliant. He knew he had him bamboozled. He knew it. Just kind of saying, uh-huh. I know what you're thinking, kids. I've been around the block a few times. I'm pretty sure he's our oldest player in Pacific. 33?
3? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Like there's like some 3 DFM players with the age of Jesse Vash or something? maybe two.
Two, maybe. Yeah, close to that, yeah. For sure. I mean, okay, so one thing I do want to highlight here for DFM is I think if they're just a little bit quicker in their decision making in that round,
Yeah.
that snakebite came super late to display.
DFM
Borkum.
probably
He
just
eventually
go
had
fast out
landed,
towards A.
and then
That's
Borkum
what I
had
would be
to
calling
fight
in
for
here
it,
with what's
outside
going on there.
on the backside of Rubble
But I
there.
would also be
But
using
it
a
came
different
a
wall
little
to
bit
them,
too late,
so
I think if they
we're on
do
different
that right
pages.
away and make Borkum uncomfortable, he can't get another, or makes it harder for him to get another kill there, I should say.
Yeah.
And then they can maybe have an easier time getting
Got
to
a
that
lot
round.
of
But they
ults for them
really
to
kinda pumped the brakes
have
after
something
May
that they
died
feel
and
confident about.
really rethought what they were gonna
Judge
do.
is here.
And then that snake bite came after
Jesse
they were already
Vash wins
pushed out,
the
after they
duel.
were already fighting.
Wins
Yeah,
the
and at that
1v2.
point, Jesse
Money's
Vash
low
was
for his
already there,
team,
so
so he
just
throws his gun over towards
again,
one of
we
his
saw
players
what
and picks
happened.
up the judge.
Anyways, timeout is
The kind of
over.
IGLs you want.
Medusa immediately spamming the angle
Flash
here, so that
nade
no one
goes
pushes
in,
up onto
and they go
Rumble.
straight
I
B, and there
hear
is a
myself-
heavy setup B.
Oh!
Like the heaviest setup we've seen them
Showstopper,
have B
but
so
that
far.
rocket has been stopped. Was that a shotgun from Bash? Yes, it was. Aye, aye, aye.
He read it again. He knew exactly what they were doing. 100%.
Yeah.
He figured it out.
Yeah, they definitely had a read because
That's just
not
why
only
he's
was the judge
IGL,
here,
man. He's
it was
so
alarm
smart.
bot, double molly, and 3 people.
And this is DFM, a chicken without
Like that, it was
Not
by
gonna
far the
have
heaviest
too many
stack we had
options to
seen so
work with
far.
as
So
they
yeah,
Hail
maybe a little
Mary
bit too
pass
readable
onto C-side.
with
It's
some of
still
their
4 versus
ults.
5. They
Who
have the
knows?
lockdown, so they should be able to secure
You'd
this.
imagine that
But
was the
without
cue
that
for it.
firepower on May,
Oh,
that's
weird.
20 plus kills in
3
this
go.
first game. They're really going to need something to work with, and that is to overpush a little bit here, get a little bit aggressive, get a lot more kills. Medusa's by himself.
Okay.
But he can't turn
They at least got some. They at least clawed some rounds back. Got a little bit of confidence there at least.
Beautiful,
But
beautiful stuff here. from
relatively
Team Secret.
one-sided.
Completely different team
We
than we saw
gotta mention
on
that
their
double
first
pistol
match.
was one.
Looking much improved,
Gotta
much
mention
more
that.
dialed in. Good
Give him a
fundamentals,
pistol,
which
that's
we
a lot
expect
closer.
from them, and then a little bit of